Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're about to jump into the next series. It's going to be RDU versus PF, but I am on the floor right now with Nyria, who just played against RDU. Ultimately, RDU was able to come out on top. But now it looks like everyone has kind of jumped the bandwagon. They are voting for PF to actually take the next series. I mean, RDU has already played PF today, but how do you think RDU will win after coming off of this victory against you?
I think his PF's lineup is probably slightly worse than mine, but it's more consistent. So I think that's why I voted for PF. So yeah.
Do you think that there is a factor with RDU right now that he may be able to just enter this series a little bit better after coming off of this victory?
I think the way RDU wins is probably hoping on fatigue of a Chinese player. So that's probably a win condition.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to see if he ends up using that win condition. But before I let you go, I want to talk about what's next for you. Is Shanghai the next thing on your docket? Is that what you're going to be focusing on?
Yeah, before that I'll probably try to get a ladder finish since I missed last season. Maybe try to qualify for summer prelims and yeah, and then next stop Shanghai, so I'll prepare for that.
Yeah, we'll be cheering for you in Shanghai. Thank you so much for your time. But now we are going to get this match underway. It's going to be RDU versus PF.
Hello everyone, welcome back here at the stream at StarLadder Live, and I feel there is a special guest joining me here at the... I was thinking of doing a solo cast, but got a special guest joining me here.
Oh, is there one?
No.
Hello everyone, I'm Colento. I'm joined here by the Tides, and we will be casting this match now.
Yep, so little special for you here everybody, and I'm actually excited to do it, and hope you're too.
Yeah, pretty excited.
Okay, so the match that we will gonna cast is RDU. RDU just won the series against PK from China, and they have been facing already each other earlier, 4-3 victory that time, and both have a really heavy control lineup.
I'll rely on you in this case because I don't think I watched that much really.
It also really came down where RDU was struggling a little bit more with the Taunt Warrior, and he's really heavily targeting the Taunt Warrior, and also just control in general. But we'll see how it goes this time. He's having a more aggressive Shaman too. But
Yeah, it can continue both ways, right? RDU has control Paladin himself, so that might struggle.
yeah, control Paladin can be a bit painful. There's actually a really fun thing, and PF, he's not playing with Fire Warwicks in Warrior.
Oh yeah, it will do him a great service in this case.
Do you think it's a mistake, or do you think it's no, he just didn't want to play with Fire Warwicks in Warrior?
Maybe he was so sure no one will bring aggro, so he just cut it. I mean, if there's no aggro, it makes a lot of sense to bring fireworks because it's just precisely for early game, and then you don't want to trade your life total afterwards against control decks.
Yeah, that makes definitely all the control matchups and also the mirror probably a little bit better. The Jade Root is being banned here for PF, that RDU did, and also for RDU, the Rogue is banned. He is running a more Miracle Rogue.
So, lineups are looking quite similar.
Yeah, they are a little different. The Shamans are different. RDU is running a way more oriented with the Evolve, the more tempo-based Shaman with the double gangsters, where for PF he is running a Jade Shaman. And yeah, Jade Shaman, it can be a strong deck against, for example, the Warrior.
Also, RDU doesn't have the Druid, so the fact his Rogue get banned doesn't really matter too much since he was... excuse me, RDU didn't have the Druid in his lineup, right?
No, RDU doesn't run Jade Root at all, and that makes the ban every time. A lot of people are playing Quest Rogue or Miracle Rogue and Jade Root, and one of these get banned, the other one gets a really easy win normally. But yeah, RDU not running any of these.
So you think ban of RDU's Rogue was justified since his Rogue isn't really Miracle? I mean, isn't Quest Rogue?
Yeah, I think it is still really justified because all his PF is like also having a really slow Shaman, really slow Paladin, and also the Quest Rogue. Actually, a little bit, maybe he's a little bit surprised that his Quest Rogue is open. We haven't really seen it much around at all. And how do you feel about RDU actually bringing such a control-heavy lineup?
When everyone brings control lineup, the greediest guy wins. That's how it works, right? So I guess it's a good prediction. Also, I think meta was really influenced by the fact that aggro Shaman is around and it's having a really good win rate overall, and it's also very good against aggro decks. So the strategy with bringing aggro decks yourself in order to counter Quest Rogues, J Druid lineups, etc. This strategy isn't really working so well because it's very likely your opponent will just have an aggro Shaman instead of having a Quest Rogue.
Yeah, and what RDU did with his mage, he's playing a Medivh mage, but he's really playing an anti-aggro version. He's playing double Volcanic Potion in his mage, and also running Harrison, little bit for the warrior matchup, I think. Polymorph, Meteor, so it's really tagged more for the aggressive matchups that he hasn't really been facing here.
But there, like, I can't say Volcanic Potion is just bad right now, because aggro Shaman is very popular, and Volcanic Potion do a great service against this matchup. We saw before how who was playing, the player didn't have any AoE in his deck and he was struggling against aggro.
Zalay.
Yeah, Zalay didn't have any AoE, so he found like Flame Strike and Volcanic from his glyphs, but it still wasn't enough to compete with the board from Nairia.
I have to say Zalay is running a really greedy version with going... He is just full on the I counter Taunt Warrior and any other greedier deck with having the Bully and having the Antonidas. And yeah, I mean, Volcanic Potion, I think against Quest Rogue, it's also not doing too bad.
Yeah, I think one Volcanic Potion in the right moment can decide the game. Before Quest, when Rogue just tries to swarm the board, you want to have it.
How do you feel about the Billifin that was being played there at turn 2? So early.
I think it might be a necessary evil. Judging from the hand, I don't see a fast quest completion. So this Billifin, if not played, it wouldn't be useful for such a long time there.
Okay, so PF really going for the game plan, not taking any single early damage from the Mage in the early game. I think the Mage really wants to deal damage with the minions to then set up the Ice Block and then try to burn it down in 2 turns with the Ice Block being up.
Yeah, that's probably the game plan. The counter spell will do a great service as well, since Rogue didn't start with coin. That's like a good coin flip to win, just by going first, just by going second for a mage. This coin is so important. There are not so many spells to check for this kind of spell when quest is about to be played.
Yeah, RDU has been playing with the counter spell all tournament already, not playing an Ice Barrier. So it is a really great tool for, as you said, in this matchup, definitely. Ooh, Firefly from the Mimic bot.
Yeah, that's very necessary pickup, I think. Not only it's like a primary combo tool right now for the Quest Rogue to finish the quest, it's also a good board swarm to play it just before quest hits and threaten the mage, maybe for some AoEs before, maybe for some freezes, maybe.
Yeah, the Firefly now, it also with the Shadow Step and just having two tools now to also bounce back either the Firefly or the Elemental.
The Frostnova from the book might be very useful here. I think it's a lucky pick for the RDU as well.
Yeah, definitely, like being able to freeze the 5/5s when they are coming on the board. It can just be super strong. And the Rogue, we haven't really seen it in play from PF. He's running a backstep there. It is only running 1 Ignorance Elemental and playing the double Hungry Crab.
Yeah, I don't think Hungry Crabs will be of any use here.
Nothing to crab.
Or a Hungry Crab.
Well, 1 mana 5/5s are still alright though, once the quest is getting finished.
So it is a quest completion with Firefly itself. Unusual. Normally just a Flame Elemental.
Yeah. But just being as cheap and still having additional minions in the hand with the Flame Elementals. I think a big issue here for RDU is he did not do a single damage yet. Now actually the first damage has been dealt, but he cannot wait for Alex at turn 9.
Oh, what did that poke about? He just poked the Medivh Valley.
Yeah, really interesting, right? I think it is Volcanic Potion counterplay.
I mean, you can do it next turn always. Mm,
Yeah, you can actually learn it always.
yeah, a bit questionable there, I think. I guess if there's the Kana spell, this poke can potentially work ahead of time if you play around this particular card, right?
Yeah, I also don't feel a need when there's possibilities of making all these 5/5. So I agree with you there that it's now RDU. I think he wants to play counterspell. I think it's really good here. Yeah, PF feeling it.
If
Yeah.
PF really wanted to play around Kana spell, he could just not play the Shadow Step and complete the quest with Igneous Elemental. It's just much slower. I don't judge him for not doing it.
Is he gonna play Vanish now? I think he will.
Of course he will. He knows there's a Kana spell
Yeah.
in deck. He knows it's 100% Kana spell.
Yeah, it's not really a secret when you know the secret.
Yeah, but there are two secrets and they aren't random. He knows it wasn't played from Babylon Book if he paid attention. You know what that is.
So yeah, big problem here for RDU because these are not 1/2s at the moment. They are 5/5s.
Speaking of Volcanic Potion, it would be nice here.
Yeah, and it's just 20 damage on this board. And you kind of want to remove as much as you can, maybe.
I think you want to go for face right now.
You want to go for face.
Yeah, you should start going face. You can probably freeze now
Yeah.
if you expect to be procced. What you can also do, you can pin the 2-1 and then fireball face in order to freeze next turn and then maybe prolong your block for even more time. But it's risky because there might be 2 charges in hand, not 1. And we haven't seen deck hand yet, so if there's like a single deck hand in hand, the block has already been procced.
Yeah, I definitely like to go Frost Nova Fireball here. You're blocking 20 damage, you have a second Ice Block in the hand. And I don't like this. I don't know what the win condition is by pinging a 5/5.
Like, pin on the 5-5 is just waste of mana in my opinion too.
Like he's now just wasting 2 mana for burn he has to deal regardless. Having 2 Ice Block, he's actually able to get maybe additional turns there.
OMPF needs to play at least 2 minions, since he has no charge in hand. He might want to play a 6-1 as well, just to play on like stuff like Glyph into Ice Barrier, I suppose.
Yeah, if RDU is gonna Firelands Portal the face, he puts PF at 20. Then he can play the Ice Block again and put another 9 damage in. But just because he didn't play the Fireball, he's gonna become 1 damage too short at the moment.
Yeah, so let's say he plays Frost Nova and Ball last turn. Rock would have been at 22, and then we have 18 in
Yeah.
hand.
Well, he can actually also Firelands Coin Ping, putting him at 19, and then go, or just doing it this way around too, and then going for the Firelands next turn.
Yeah, one way or another, I think RDU will be short.
No, he will be alright because he has the coin and can coin Ice Block with Firelands Portal next turn.
Yeah, like one way or another, it will all be about mana. It will not be about amount of burst he has, because he doesn't have much time left. It will only be about mana he has. But it seems like he'll have enough anyway.
Yeah, so it was a little cold abuse, maybe the mana a little bit more efficiently, having more time to ping, but here now also really working out for him.
Unless he gets...
A heal bot.
yes, corrupted heal, but can screw him over here.
Oh. Well, that can also be. That's an even more aggressive one, so... Wow. Well, 5 additional damage doesn't really matter here, but now... And this really often happens, like, if the Mage can win it, it is by just... He actually burnt him down from 28 lives. The only 2 damage this was done was first by PF himself.
Sometimes it's done by the board, like if you go Mana Worm, 2-drop, etc. It works too. In this case, RDU takes the game.
Did you
Well
like
played,
that?
well played.
Did you see that? Playing the Firelands Portal at the end. Not playing the Fireball, playing the Firelands Portal from the top.
Yeah, if you do it on ladder, I would say it's like BM. Like, it feels bad when you are getting top decked.
Mm-hmm.
In tournament, whatever tilts your opponent does you a favor.
Yeah, I mean, it might be now both players are already playing all day. It might just be that BF feels he just got the it gets away the game here, and well, RDU is getting the mage out, but can be a little problematic against the Paladin. Not so great against the warrior either.
Yeah, with Quest Rogue being beaten, that's a deck which is not so easy to beat. I guess then this win doesn't make too much difference. It's more about like how Mage was strong against RDU's deck, and it was probably doing quite well. So I think that didn't like finish the game. It wasn't like a crucial matchup to win.
Well, RDU is switching over now to the Shaman. It's the more aggressive Shaman, playing the double gangster evolve version. We have been seeing it a lot on ladder.
OMPF isn't keeping Firefly.
He did.
He didn't keep Firefly. I find it really weird. I think Firebot is also not a fan of keeping Fireflies, but against Shaman there's really not so much downside of it.
So yeah, here the Shaman list also that RDU is playing. So really more of an standard with a lot of the totems, playing the Mana Tide, the Think from Below, the Wall Combination, the Double Bloodlust, Jade Lightning.
Yeah, really nothing special. I think Shaman list is very refined right now. People just don't experiment too much with it. What can be done, what can be changed in Shaman is just maybe some people want to play with Finja package because Warleader has extra synergy with Primal Field Totem. It's probably not justifiable still, so...
So here RDU has two options, or like has even more options. Can go for the Stonehill Defender, can go for the more aggressive Bloodsoul Corsair Flametongue Totem. You like this aggressive way?
I don't think I like it too much, to be fair. Like, deckhand is in deck, so if you play Stonehill first, then you can go with Charger to deal with stuff like Igneous Elemental, and you're also not vulnerable to a deckhand. So I think I wouldn't have done it myself.
Bring a little bit there because Flame Totem only gets maybe even better value. Patches gets straight away by the dagger.
RDU decides to start camping the Glacial Shot. It's probably the best one there, judging from his hand.
Yeah, it's also a really great defensive tool to just not take too much damage from the Shaman. One big problem will be that he has to be getting super scared of Bloodlust in 1 or 2 turns.
Oftentimes when you play Rogue against Shaman, you just close your eyes and hope it's not there.
Yeah, well, this turn there's only 4 mana, so he will still be able to go with the shard, bounce it with the Brewmaster if he wants to. You want to wait with the finish. I really don't want to finish this yet. I want to wait with it. Oh.
Yeah, there's an overload from a Shaman side, so Bloodlust isn't really possible right now.
I don't really like... if you just shard one of the minions that is close to the Flame Totem.
Yeah, I know, like, it wasn't necessary yet. Like, you need to get some time to complete the quest, right? So if you play a shard right now and bounce right now, you spend 3 mana towards the quest efficiently. And Shaman will need to develop the board after you vanish. He does it this turn. If RDU would have done the vanish play next turn, he would need to develop turn after, not this turn. So it would have been more time.
Mana Tide Totem, or the Flame Totem is a little interesting here because it doesn't... It didn't deal any charge damage yet. Just defending the Town Totem for 2 a little, but go play 2 minions. Now, PF just going for the quest, and yeah, might just finish it here. I mean, he can even then afterwards also go with the coin prep and just get it all going. I mean, it seems really good. Maybe the vanish gave a lot of tempo. It made it happen that he is now able to finish the quest with the coin and the prep, actually even able to play it.
Because he vanished, he spent every single mana toward the quest, so he could complete the quest right now. Maybe it wasn't so bad at the end, it's just our caster vision. We are just focused on too many things when player just thinks about the particular turn.
Yeah, and this also plays well around Bloodlust. If you now have your 5/5s, it might be hard when RDU is gonna like play 4 other minions and you're not able to trade everything away.
The game isn't over yet by any mean for the Shaman, like such a rich in hand and not so much fuel in Rogue's hand. Has to be good novice. Good top decks.
Hungry Crab actually sometimes able to get some value from the Primal Totem that summons a 1/1 Murloc, so maybe looking forward to eat that one.
And when you get a quest up, it's actually becomes 7/8, right?
Yeah, it's not so bad, right? 1 mana, 7/8. I will play that card.
Not drawing first.
It's going for the dagger, I think, but daggering over a 5/5.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like
I
it.
don't know why and you want a dagger over 5/5 to play around Bloodlust, but
It's not even a good Bloodlust, is it? 2 minions
no,
Bloodlust?
it's not good. I want to have this 5/5 on the board.
Positioning from RDU was a bit off as well there. It didn't matter then, but just in case of Flame on top deck.
Yeah, I want to have this extra 5/5. It can go be really important to have that extra 5/5 on the board. Yeah, Devolve not so good. It's not gonna do anything.
Is it? It plays around Vanish.
It plays around Vanish, yeah. A little bit. A little bit.
Rogue will 100% Vanish. Right?
Well, Corsair doing a little bit.
Even Corsair punishes this dagger play. Just feels bad.
Yeah, no, the 5/5 had to get played by PF. I don't think there's any way that you can get punished by the Shaman. We know RDU plays, and he also knows there is no...
Do you like trades? He just made a trade.
Yeah.
I don't know about it. He needs to kill. Like, Rogue is the one who is trading here.
Yeah.
You want to put your 2 damage weapon
I mean-
and miss 2 damage from not
Yeah,
going phase
like
there.
having a 2/2 there is another target for the Bloodlust. And he's just missing on potential damage there. Oh, okay. PF's
I guess RDU realized that he can't really burst down the Rogue. Then he decided to just trade. I think the Rogue would have done the trades by himself, though. Yeah, probably
Stonehill Defender.
kind of a bottom right situation there.
Yeah, it's with the Stonehill Defender. If you pick up like a thing from below, maybe, or Earth Elemental, we'll trade with 2. Stonehill Defender blocking 1 means that 15 damage gets blocked by RDU if he picks the Earth Elemental here.
Not about blocking damage, though. It's about killing stuff too. Just
Yeah.
Fan Creeper doesn't trade so well.
So, and also the Jade, it is getting there a little bit. Now a 4/4, just not covering it yet. Oh, such a nice draw. Novus Engineer.
Cards getting cards.
Okay. 1 mana, 10 almost.
It's like 15-15
Yeah.
stat wise of top deck. Like single card and 15-15 stats. Just who else? What else deck can do it? Only Quest Rogue.
Yeah, for 2 mana, playing 10/10 instead. Yeah, and now, and this is, yeah, for RDU, not able to win this value game plan that Quest Rogue is doing in the mid game.
Double prep helps so much on PF in this case.
What you keep prepping your starting end here against Shamans?
I think it depends whether or not you're on coin.
Aw, double Babbling Book. That's not so likely from a Devolve, going for the double Babbling Book there.
Oh yeah, it mattered so much.
Didn't matter at the end so well. Quest Rogue is the deck that RDU also has been banning a little bit, so it was probably the worst deck for his lineup. Really strong deck for PF, getting it out now. And well, tying up the series, 1-1.
RDU looks a bit stressed. Or maybe he just role playing.
Yeah, maybe he's like wanting some not like this in the chat that he's like... it's a popular in our team a little bit.
Oh yeah. He likes memes. I saw him poke champion before.
Okay. But yeah, it has also been a really long day. Not for the casters, for the players. We started at 2 and now it's already playing almost for 10 hours around the whole day. And yeah.
Stakes are pretty high here. The winner goes into finals, so I can see it.
Yeah, so there are only 3 players left. Saleh is waiting in the finals. Saleh made it to the finals, And yeah, it's either PF or RDU gonna join him, and yeah, they are already. We've been playing both in the online qualifier too. Like they are already playing for 2 months. It's not just the last 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a long tournament. Would have been not nice to just lose right now, but one player will be eliminated.
Yeah, and everybody is really, really looking for, of course, the win. And here we are going in a Shaman mirror match, but not really a mirror match. It is the Jade Shaman from PF. The Jade Shaman with a Volcano also attacked in a Lightning Storm in it. So having pretty great tools, I would say, in this matchup.
Volcano's already there. It can do a great service of dealing with this Doppelgangster Evolve.
Yeah,
I think RDU is keeping coin just for the purpose of getting it earlier right now.
yeah, I think this matchup has also been going on earlier, but the thing is, the Jade Shaman just has almost as good of an early game as the Shaman of RDU that is running with Jade Claws, Maelstorms. You can challenge the Shaman. You can challenge it quite well in the early game.
Yeah, all this AoE will be of use. Lightning bolts, they just don't trade so well, I don't think. Like Primal Field Totem, Mana Tide, you kill the stuff, but the stuff does something while you're killing it, so...
Ooh, never happy to see that guy.
Trade of the 1-1 into 1-1, not sure how much I like it, so... You could just deal some damage into 0-3 Totem, and maybe if RDU does a passive turn like he did, he could kill Primal Field Totem really next turn without letting any extra Murloc spawn.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt might be... I think you don't want to let the Mana Tide draw too much. I would like to Lightning Bolt the Mana Tide.
Yeah, there's no way you're leaving the thing up.
And you just see what the Jade Shaman can do. Like the early game is... If RDU just missing like a little bit of the early pressure, it's almost as good as an early game as the more aggressive Shaman.
The only reason he missed this early game is because he has the double evolve combo, so I think it's very okay.
Yeah.
If not to consider Volcano opposing side, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, but the evolve on a double gangster can be really good still. Still really, really strong.
Devolve isn't doing much for RDU, and I don't think it will be ever super good against Jade deck.
It can be good when there is the Spirit Echo is getting on the board, so the thing from below are not getting back to hand maybe.
If you are at the stage where Spirit Echo was played, I think he loses anyway.
Yeah, it's really late game. And well, PF kind of wanting to get a lot of totems in maybe now, or hero power because of both of the thing from Milox, but yeah, the Jade Golem is a little bit more on curve.
Yeah, knowing what type of AoE Shaman can precisely do, you don't really care about overextending too much, because Volcano, it's not damaging every single creature you have. Kind of like precise AoE. It does damage to... It does amount of damage. It doesn't do damage depending on how many creatures you have. So he was really comfortable playing the thing from below, even going into double evolve turn, I think. Also, thing from below is a 6-drop itself.
Yeah, thing from below is really... We don't really see it as a 6-drop often, but it is a 6-drop from itself. Are you going well? Patches being drawn, like you definitely don't want to see it, but still with the Flame Totem it can be really getting it combos quite well still. And
so RDU actually could have played the combo right now, evolving his thing from below and getting all his stuff out of the range of Volcano, because there's no way Volcano will be able to clear such a huge board he would have gotten. He just don't do it. I mean, if Volcano comes down now, it will clear. He will have a refill, so technically it might work better. It's really hard to tell right now, I think.
Yeah. I kind of like it this way to go over 2 turns, because the only thing that might be tricky here is that Maelstorms and Lightning Storms are really good on this board. And then the Volcano can still be saved. For PF, it is not there in the hand, so Volcano getting out here.
Alright.
We're gonna see it here. Double gangster.
Get him.
See what he can. Oh, we have been seeing some really strong ones too today, with a lot of high stats, charges, and oh wow.
That's way above average, I would say.
Yeah, also the Drake that is only gonna grow. 2 taunts also.
6 drops. in post cycle meta, when all the good ones were cycled out of the standard, they aren't so powerful right now. So getting this type of 6 drops,
Yeah.
like I personally rolled once, I got like 4/4/4s. That's probably not average, but this is
Yeah,
really good.
or a 1-1. It's all actually even possible to get there. And yeah, PF having a big issue. I mean, 8 HP without hexes in the hand, no other volcanoes are getting anywhere close of clearing at all, going for the devolve. There are your 4/4s.
Speaking of 3/4/4s,
3/4/4s. That's also, yeah, for 5 drops.
this.
Wow. Wide Eyes and Thing from Below. And wow, 3 Shaman discovers here for RDU. Some of the better ones, Thing from Below, getting picked up.
The buffs RDU will get will be kind of juicy too.
Yeah. Maybe just getting the totem in, Thing from Below. You might want to play around a second volcano here, but you do it the best by playing more. By going totem, Thing from Below.
I see no reason not to play Thin, I would say. Because, yeah, it will get buffed if you don't play it. But you know, like, the AoE you should be scared of is Volcano. So if you don't play Thin, your bot will be
Yeah.
gone, or close to.
I like just I just like the Thing from Below. You're not playing the Firefly and the totem. And yeah, PF, also the Thing from Below are still costing 5 mana for him. He played some Jade cards early, but they didn't really help. And you see how powerful the Evolve mechanic is on the double gangs. They're really swinging this game around.
Yeah, many decks just can't deal efficiently with such fast board development. You spend 2 cards and 6 mana and get 3/6 drops. It's normally just like twice as much as you get for 6 mana, I would say.
It's insane. Yeah, Devolve's not really doing much here. And yeah, and Bloodless will already be gamier. Are you not having the Bloodless for now? But yeah, still probably feeling in a great spot, but is getting a little scared now. If there is a Volcano draw for the PF, he can actually clear a lot away.
Yeah, I've noticed Shamans are oftentimes struggling without having this Bloodlust. They have so few activations. So if you don't put actual power on the board, you just all 0/1 attack creatures. There's only like Bloodlust and Flame Tongue to activate them, really. Some people actually taken in Direwolf Alphas recently, just to solve this problem a bit.
Yeah, Stansivka actually did it, playing Direwolf Alvas in his Shaman, but he was cutting Bloodlust, and that actually he had actually way too little ways to do much with the totems in the in the control matchups.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever cut Bloodlust from this deck.
No, he was really targeting aggro, and he will never do it on ladder, he said, but he went a little too all-in maybe on that really heavy control meta here. And, well, no other way for the Jade Shaman to get out, and Jade Shaman is having a really low win rate here. The Jade Shaman PF is running, also doing kind of poorly for Soleil and other people that are out of the tournament.
It's interesting how Jade Shaman, who's supposed to be good against control, having a small win rate. Like, it's not a good ladder deck for sure, but here it must have been performing a bit better.
It was not doing well against, or it was doing good against Paladins, but it was not winning against Mages. The heal, they never called heal enough. They sometimes get one Jinju back in the hand with an Echo, but that was it. And somehow the Taunt Warriors are sometimes even sneaking out the win too. What is a little surprising to me. I think that should not happen as often as we maybe saw it here, but yeah, against the Mage there's also some really dead cards like all the removals, Volcano, Devolves. Sometimes are really dead.
Yeah, and you seem a bit cheered up.
Yeah, well, taking the lead here, 2-1, and having one of the more difficult decks, and this has been the problem for RDU all tournament, the Taunt Warrior. Really struggling everywhere around with the Taunt Warrior. It's a deck a lot of people target at this tournament.
It's so easy to target Control Warrior. I was always like having this idea in my lineups when I bring stuff to tournaments. Just like, people might not have it, but it doesn't mean you will lose the match. You don't lose too much by having a lineup which is good against Taunt Warrior.
And we are seeing here actually one of the more aggressive openers for the Control Paladin, Stonehill Defender. It's all what they have, the Hydralist and the Stonehill Defender are the early game plays that the Paladin has. Even Pyro here, that's aggressive. But I like it.
RT decided to not play the Rat. It can work later with Brawl, It could have been interesting to see it right now, since like we know what's in the hand of all OMPF, but
It's a little. Yeah.
there are also cards like Frag, Light Lord, Tyrion, Forgery.
I definitely think against Paladin, it's really risky to play that turn 2. And RDU is not having too bad of an hand with the Acolytes, maybe. No Terram or Tyrion for PF that he can pick up from the Stonehill Defender.
You know what are the odds of getting these cards precisely?
Well, they are really high. Like class cards is already getting
I don't think
2 or
it's
3
super
times
high,
higher.
so it's like maybe 25% on each.
On each, yeah. So hope hitting at least one of these two. Also, the Protector is being a class taunt for the Paladin there. And I think it's really important for the Taunt Warrior. Like, the Taunt Warrior is the aggressive player in this matchup. You want to, like, get your quest on and just try to kill the Paladin at some way.
Yeah, the quest completion is very important. There's no Acolyte plate. I find it's weird Acolyte didn't see play. Like, what's the downside of it?
Yeah, coin Kodo, but also at turn 5 it can still get Kodo'd. So I really wanted to see the Acolyte there too. I don't know why you keep it for, maybe for a wind effect to get one more card draw from
The
it.
thing is, if your Acolyte is getting coin coded, your ally armsmith will not get
Yeah.
coded. And if not, then Pyro trades into it, and it doesn't go face, it doesn't contest your next taunt you play. So yeah, I don't know about that.
I think RDU has to play it more aggressive. Like, I think everything has to get played. He is on a... He just wants to finish his quest as fast as he can, and needing to play every card. Cannot just get away by armoring up in this matchup.
If he had a Velvet effect in hand, it would have been a bit more justifiable to keep the Acolyte, since his hand doesn't really have too many taunts in it. You might be thinking he needs to draw more than one from this Acolyte
Yeah.
in order to complete the quest. In order to complete the quest after spending all the mana efficiently, he doesn't expect to complete the quest on curve after playing Acolyte.
Yeah, but there are a lot of cards also like the Stonehill Defender, Curator that you just want to draw into that also keep drawing you. 2-7 now, so we're still really far away from the quest. I also like as the Paladin here, like the Paladin has to also be kind of proactive in this matchup. Cannot wait too long, wants to play all his minions to deal a little bit early damage and clear the minions from the warrior as well as he can.
Yeah, early damage matters a lot. If you can put some damage in before your Tyrion comes down, it's huge.
Yeah, then the warrior actually has to play a little defensive. Otherwise, the warrior just is gonna play every taunt that he can play. Well, are you not really finding any taunt? Get the armor smith, but yeah, not really able to do anything with that either.
This Doomsayer is very likely to hit. I mean, this Rat is very likely to hit the Doomsayer.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the longer the game will go, the more likely it will be, unless minion is drawn every turn. Not so much really going on. Maybe just Acolyte anyway.
yeah, I would really have loved to see the Acolyte a little earlier, but now maybe just have to go with it. He can dirty red with a bad outcome. That's the brawl, but it's such an early brawl.
Armor Pass
Whoa.
isn't super bad, I would say. Like, if you really want to milk this Acolyte, the question is, like, if you don't get a Curator, like, right now from this Acolyte of Pain or from next card, do you actually ever win this game?
Yeah, well, Stonehill Defender is a card, but I totally agree. Like, I think there has to be way more aggressive plays from RDU. He's not gonna, like, win the control part of it or the waiting game. It's not going in his favor.
And you found the way to utilize 5 mana out of 8 at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you can be, maybe RDU's just scared of like a Kodo hitting the Acolyte, but the Kodo just hitting, it will be really painful for you anyway. Playing even the Armor Smith here. I again don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think it's about Kodo precisely. I mean, he checked the Kodo, right? He had 2-6 on board, there was no Kodo. Just about drawing cards, he wants to get these cards going. His quest is like 2, 3 out of 7?
Yeah, it's
2 out
really
of 7, I
low.
think. He needs much more draw.
But yeah, Tyrion, really strong card in this matchup. Also dealing a lot of damage now.
What
Harrison.
will Rat do? What will it pull out?
Yeah, it's gonna be a red here. And oh, well, no brawl needed at all. We saw almost an insta brawl from RDU. I think it's happy that he didn't play it at the end. Can also slam. I like it for more draw.
Some players. I saw some players just like go Rad Brawl without even seeing what they pull out.
Yeah.
StarLadder. It's funny when they get Doomsday and it's just Brawl and like Tyrion survives or something.
Yeah, well, RDU almost did it. I think he almost did it, but yeah, I like to maybe equip. I mean, he's scared of web. There is an Harrison for PF, so he's maybe a little scared. How do you feel about not using the slam? Like, RDU's just not even thinking of getting all the taunts, I feel.
I think not using Slam is fine. He still needs much more time, it seems.
Yeah, maybe he can actually get it. I mean, there is room now. Now Tyrion is out there. And we see in the hand of PF, like, he's not getting that much together anymore. There is
Starts
not
with
much
Slam.
pressure. Ooh, that's not too bad.
Really? I think Drake can be better than this.
Maybe he's a little scared of Spiker Steed there. Oh, it's Eldar Kodo. Oh.
Drake is like the only activation for his fishes right now.
PF also picking the Ivor and I is such an interesting pick, I have to say.
Players are playing lightning fast right now. That's probably not what you should do when you're in the semi-finals of a major tournament.
Lestonial Defender here, really great. Can connect an Ellie Armorsmith and a Pyrorex with it. Bluetooth Brave, Dirty Red. I will pick a cheap one. I don't like the Dire Horn too much. Well, it's maybe a little powerful.
Dirty Rat is picked. Kind of makes sense, right? There's a brawl in hand.
Yep, there's a brawl in hand, and
Oh, I like this Armorsmith over weapon every time. Just sit it under the taunts. You need to play it at some point.
well, there are ways for PF to, like, he can equality Primal Drake this
Oh, you just always go for Consecration if you play quality.
with, yeah, that.
Like if
much
you go for Consecration, you'll get 8 damage to the face.
Yeah, I
That's
like
a very
it.
good reason to do it.
I really like. I think you also wanna like be proactive. PF has been doing it a lot, but putting the warrior so low on life with the equality cons.
If you count the amount of threats which can be eaten by Kodo, there are not so many left, like good ones, and not to consider the ones from Stonehill. So Kodo could have been decent here too, if he wins the roll. But yeah, quality Consecration denies so much
Yeah.
armor, and Kodo's only 50-50.
Wow, do you see this secret play? I think for RDU it's totally not that clear. This is an Ivor and I. Normally control Paladins are not really going for the Ivor and I game plan.
I do pick it quite some time. Like, I think it's good if Ragnar's hero power goes face. Even it's extremely good when it's not obvious, and it's good even if it's obvious, because sometimes warriors are just so low, and instead of trying to kill you, they just don't press hero power at all.
It's a one mana deal 3 damage also often, like a Varex, or it's not and warrior is not always able to just deal 1 damage to get rid of the Ivor and I.
That's right. And if warrior doesn't hero power, how does he win?
Well, now RDU completing the quest.
Oh, if it's a Doomsayer.
Yeah, the Doomsayer. Wow, that was. Oh wow.
Wow. Who needs bros?
Yeah, like, are you just getting away with it again? Twice a dirty redding the Doomsayer.
I think you spend your mana developing the weapon, but I don't think you press button.
You hit the face?
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh well, there 4 damage. Might be a little surprise for RDU here, the Ivor and I.
I mean, if you would have hit the minion, it would have played around Redemption very well.
Yeah, I like not hitting here. The odds of hitting phase are low there anyway.
Yeah, maybe hitting minion was better. It's just like no downside of it, right? Because if it's I4 and I, you set up the 1-3 and Dark Reaper both have 1 attack. If it's like Redemption, hitting 1-1 is always good.
Oh, is he picking another Ivor and I? Is this the win condition for PF?
I would say yes. I see no reason not to. I'm kind of surprised he started with it, so...
Yeah, the first one was a little that he had such an early Ivor and I. He was really early going for...
I mean, just like what he develops. He could have just played the Drake. And maybe even hero power. Does he play a Kodo now? It's like...
Such a strange Kodo against Warrior.
The Murloc was also snap played.
He still is having one charge of the Edge Bringer, so can deal 5 damage. push the warrior at 4 HP.
Probably considering Repentance right now. I don't see Kodo being any good.
Well,
what if you don't hero power?
are you just not hero powering now? It's from RDU's perspective. I mean, I think this one might be more obvious.
Yeah, you always hero power.
Oh man, are you? I'm not so sure, man. You always hero power. I mean,
No, I mean, you always hero power being a Paladin.
yeah, as a paladin you do. But I think RDU just has to develop the board. I will not mind going
Yeah, you just
Acolyte
Ghoul,
Ghoul.
Tar Creeper. Seems very
Yeah,
good.
maybe even picking up some other minion that fits the crew better. Otherwise, Star Creeper more than alright.
Start with Swing Face, right?
Nah, I'll be a little bit scared with that, but what? Not going for the Acolyte.
It might be good, because he has a good turn right now. He doesn't need to top deck anything. Not playing Acolyte plays around Primordial Drake.
A little bit, yeah. He's actually attacking face and then going for the hero power, putting himself at 1. We have only seen 1 consecration, right?
What?
Wow. Wow.
I don't know about that.
I don't like it.
How is it better than just developing the board?
It just isn't.
So offensive.
It just isn't. He just changes complete game plan here. He can get wrecked by so many cards, like a consecration or a Terim also.
Also
good.
2 consecrations in PPF's deck.
Yeah, there are 2 consecration. Has been playing 1 with equality. I really don't like this aggressive approach.
Second Tyrion comes down.
Has been playing so for the control RDU all game and just changing it here, feeling a little desperate, I would say.
Was he playing for control? He was playing for greed.
Yeah, greed. Well, this was not greedy.
Wait, is this Acolyte? Is the same one who was there since turn 4 or something?
Yeah, because at turn 3 there was an Acolyte being played that got traded away by the Pyromancer.
Yeah.
So this
It's still
Acolyte is still there. What is the plan that RDU is planning with this Acolyte that is already in the hand from turn 3?
Just think about what would have happened if it was played like
Yeah.
a while ago. The Pyro would need to trade into it. Either that
Yeah.
or PF would have been forced to coin out the True Silver, not having the coin for his Tyrion.
Yeah, now RDU's getting a little... Having a good shot here though. Having a good shot. With the hero power.
Just a
Oh.
50-50.
Yeah. Really big
Oh.
one. It is really a 50-50 for the game. The Kodo is otherwise gonna do it. No, it hits the face.
Do you win the game?
It-
Makes a note.
Oh,
I
wow.
won.
It actually wins the game. Oh man. And it would also otherwise just lose the game. Like the Kodo was in the hand there for PF to hit the Ellie Armorsmith. Wow.
I wonder what RDU actually wrote down on his paper. Maybe he just like making a sketch of Ragnaros.
Yeah,
Like-
maybe some blessed RNG.
Some altar.
I wouldn't mind that. Or just like something with the Acolyte though. Like this Acolyte that could have been played so much earlier. But yeah, still steal. I feel it's a little stealing the game there.
I think RDU just feels sorry for Acolytes always feeling the pain. But it's their life choice. Like, you can't judge people for...
He even says, let the pain
Life
speak to
decisions.
me. Like,
Yeah.
he even says, let the pain speak to me. Cannot blame the Acolyte too much there, I would say. And oh wow, this matchup has been one of the matchup we have been seeing so much today. I feel it's the most control matchup that is around now. The control build against the Jade Shaman. Control building so super slow. Jade Shaman even slower. And just wanting to hit the most greedier spirit echoes that you can have.
Environment of Torments right now is just so much different from what it is on Ladder. Ladder is like... Phase.
Aggro Druid,
As a Mork.
Smork Shaman, Aggro Druid, Fire
Pirates.
Warrior. Even Silence Priest is already
Actually,
kind of
Mages are
aggressive.
very popular too.
Yeah, mages are really popular also. But here also, and it has been a little trend, like where people predicted, especially players like RDU, to go for a more aggressive lineup. They qualified with it. Felt a little bit tricky. They felt maybe it's getting targeted too well. An 8-man tournament you can counter kind of well towards the people. You don't have to look too much in the meta game.
Yeah, I don't see another explanation of it except that aggro shaman is the deck which changed the decisions of people bringing aggro lineup again. It's just so good against it.
Yeah, and for this matchup, just in general, I will really have favor the Jade Shaman. Jade Shaman just having the ways of developing the Jades during the game, having Devolve, what is a great card against Tyrion, against the Steed from the Paladin and the Spirit Echo. Like there's, you can just have to play around Pyro Quality a little, but Spirit Echo just giving so much new resources to your hand.
Yeah, I agree. Normally when I play Shaman and I play against Paladin, what I lose to is just to fact, yeah, I can deal with threats. Just not enough gas in hand. I kill stuff, I devolve the Tyrion, I deny all these threats. Without having Spirit Echo, you just don't have enough.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and PF, he is running with a lot of Jades. He's running one of the Lightning Storms. He is running one Jade Chieftain, so not double Jade Chieftain, playing with a Lightning Bolt. Some of the decks are kind of alright. Lightning Storm maybe not too awful here. Are you going off with quite a fast start, I have to say?
This Storm Guardian shuffled.
That's pretty big.
When it will be drawn, I guess it doesn't matter too much in this matchup. So many hard removals. Just like the fact you have extra card in your deck, and also the fact you can land at Spirit Echo on it is just so huge.
What do you think of the Sogot? I mean, it cannot get hexed now. But yeah,
It
there are
can
so
get
many
hexed,
jigs.
but they're like an abomination to pick. But
Yeah.
the Shaman isn't really aggressive, so it won't do super well, I don't think. Paladin is aiming to be on the board himself. Would have been just a dead card for the most part, I think. Well, there is stuff on board. And a quest. Secret.
Yeah. Getaway Kodo is a secret. All the targets are kind of alright for Getaway Kodo. Probably Stone all the vendor.
There is a case you just don't kill anything now, just wait for better better target to give to your opponent. I think Kodo is just not bad to give, so it's not super good, right?
No, it's not so good. Like, what does it hit? Totems, Shade Spirit. Well, it can connect really well with Eldors. That's a little scary. But one Eldor already on the board.
Being a player, you never play around having your opponent having two same cards in a hand. You actually just don't play around second card forever.
No, I do the same often. Like you see already one piece, you don't want to respect the second one too much. And are you go for the Kodo here? Really aggressive. Do you like that?
I think it's good. Being Paladin the way you win, you just put stuff on board.
Yeah, because if you give the Jade Shaman more too much time, they're gonna win. They have like the Spirit Echo, and if they connect it on the thing from below on Jades, it's so problematic, and their removals are so good against your late game threats.
So now Aldor can actually be played without a Kodo. So it was really well played by you, just not like slow playing it. I think it's
Yeah,
the way to go here for sure.
I like it. I think just because late game he is not winning, I will not even. I was thinking of just attacking face there, to be honest, for 6.
Yeah, I don't know about
I-
trading.
Uh,
Trade plays on Spirit Echo, but I don't think you can just like have such a gameplay of outvaluing this Shaman
Yeah.
anyway.
And I also I don't know what RDU is waiting for with the Acolyte, because this is not a board that is getting devolved. You're countering Volcano so well. Or do you not just want? Are you just don't want to draw 3 cards? Is it that you then?
I think like the fact he went for this play, it's also influenced by the fact that Volcano wasn't played turn before. Also, he went for a hero power over the Acolyte, probably playing around Devolve. It would have been good against Volcanoes, though.
But this board is not getting devolved. I mean, there are all, the Stonehill, the Vendor, the Kodo getting better. You want to save people for Steed and Tyrion, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, even so, Volcano wasn't there turn before. It can always be top decked, so playing Acolyte was not so bad there. Actually, even the trade plays around Devolve, because you're weakening your minions, and when
Yeah.
they devolve, they get same sized creature anyway.
I would have loved to see him. Acolyte, they're going with the heal. Doesn't really, just because he can, I feel, because the mana efficiency. Think from below is one of the best minions to hit with the Spirit Echo. So he keeps the thing from below for that reason in the hand here. Not playing Jade Claws either. Knowing, of course, there isn't Harrison in RDU's Paladin. Well, Ragnar's Light Lord is going to heal a minion here, and it is a minion that has to be respected as an 8/8 body.
So here we go with the weakness of this Shaman and Shaman in general. Volcano is a great bot clear, but when it comes down to just such a huge numbers.
Oh wow, and there actually a Hex being drawn, but it is a little bit the story of the Shaman in general. Like if they don't hit the right removals there, you already have a pretty bad matchup against Mage. Has been struggling here and there.
Against Paladin?
Against Paladin, against Mage, and also Taunt Warrior when it didn't hit the right removals at
Yeah,
some
luckily
points.
there was Lightning Storm. Oh, that really helped.
Ooh, Tyrion being drawn, already have one Hex getting out of the bot, and what is really important to know is RDU is playing with Nazat. He's only playing with Tyrion and with one of the Torrents as the 4-drop. But if the Tyrion gets devolved or hexed, Nazat is a dead card.
Yeah, I think RDU just... It has to be something to do with him not playing Acolyte, just, you know... It has to be something there, just like there has to be explanation why he doesn't go for it ever.
Yeah, here I can see that maybe you want to connect the Doomsayer, but it had to be... the only plan I can see is he just feels... Yeah, maybe I draw my cards, I'm fatiguing at some point. It's gonna be a fatigue tool that it gets 3 hits from a Volcano and... But he needs to be faster. He needs to be faster than the Shaman is.
He was pretty fast in that game.
He was. But needs to continue it if he can, I would say.
Doomsayers are such a vulnerability when it comes down to control matchups. Not only you can't play it oftentimes, they can also be pulled out by Rat, as it happened, a game ago.
Ivor and I, Redemption Getaway Goto picking up there, and I like just for RDU. Seeing the Hex gone, let's play it before the second Hex happen. Even if the Devolve is here, the Devolve is at least not hitting the Spiker Steed.
Yeah, I think it's good. He has to play something, he has to do something.
I like also to keep the equality with the Pyro Drake. Could be used here, but not not really worth it.
How would you rate this Spirit Echo?
I would rate it pretty good.
Pretty good out of 10?
Yeah, pretty good. No, I will definitely. I mean, because it also hits the double thing from below.
Actually, hitting Jeweled Macau can be
Yeah,
huge.
yeah, it can also be. Let's get a King Mosh or something really crazy. I still want to devolve maybe because I know RDU is running Nazat, and if Tyrion is getting devolved, Nazat is just not doing anything. Oh, that's so such a low roll.
7 mana 4/4.
7 mana 4/4.
Can it be even worse?
Well, wow, and no, we are gonna Spirit Echo. We are gonna Spirit Echo.
Come on, RD, you want to totem? No, don't trade first.
No, we are Spirit Echoing here every time. Now trades are fine.
He could have squeezed in totem, but I guess he plays around the quality. He doesn't want to overdraw.
But is he overdrawing? He's not even.
Should be fine,
overdrawing.
right?
He called have an extra totem in there.
Oh yeah, he isn't overdrawing.
He isn't overdrawing.
Yeah.
So maybe doesn't want the totem. I feel.
Maybe he played around, played against Warrior too much. He's scared of Brawl.
Yeah. No,
But it's a Paladin on the other side.
I think it was definitely clear there. Are you having 2 options now of going for the clear here with the Equality Primal Drake?
Not only totem was going to his hand, it was also discounting things from below.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 0 mana totem.
It was discounting things from below he will play after they die, right?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like probably the only turn he can just play it. The Shaman wants to kill it because he can go to the face after.
Macau,
And then
what
there's
a...
nothing else on board he can hex or kill.
Consigner. Well, I
sure.
think I want to keep the silence for the Spiker Steed. I think that's a great way of playing this Iron Beak all.
I don't know about that. I think
Passing.
it was fine to do it. Like, why not?
To deal like 16 damage.
You silence it and then you hex it. And then you give your
Okay.
opponent a frog.
Yeah, well. Well, RDU not really able, yeah, and I just think this Acolyte never gets played anyway. I just feel we are having 6 cards in his hand. The equality primal, nah, it's just not. No, you cannot connect that one here.
Actually, the fact that you didn't play Totem allowed
Wow.
him now to not commit extra minion to the board without overdrawing.
RDU's taking such a slow approach again.
I don't think he has a choice, though. It's not a tempo game anymore. It will always be a value game at this stage.
Feel with the getaway Kodo on, RDU's kind of looking for only playing minions that he really wants to get getaway Kodo on.
Maybe being a Paladin should start running Wisp to counter devolve Shamans.
I was saying that too. Wait, do you know another great card? Mountain Giant. Look at how great Mountain Giant is now. It's a 12 mana card. Nothing in 11 mana is there, so it cannot be devolved.
Can be hexed, though.
Can be hexed. Wisp can also be hexed.
Yeah, I don't want to hex the Wisp, so... Imagine it's turn 1 Wisp.
Wow.
And then you're like, I could be playing a 1-drop. Doesn't go for trade with a 3-3. I guess he wants to... Yeah, it makes sense. Could have get some crazy value out of the heal and totem, so he would have chosen to trade this thing from below.
Change your water speaker and he played there.
RDU was waiting for a good equality. I actually think RDU might have a decent shot in this game if he gets second equality and if second Spirit Echo is in the bottom.
I still don't think there is much chance, but also like cards like Aya that are still not we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, but Spirit Echo didn't land on any Jade cards.
No, that's true. So yeah, being at maybe totally at the bottom, RDU
like,
might have a
even if
shot.
Spirit Echo very deep in deck, I don't think RDU can win it like in fatigue precisely. But if you get lucky, if Aya and Echo is in the bottom, you can find a time when it's about like 8 cards left in the deck, like you can swing the tempo back and kill Shaman right before he outlives him.
Yeah, problem a little bit with this slow approach is he's taking a lot of damage during the last turns, or now at least also with, yeah, either the Hex or even the Iron Beak all getting in play here.
Yeah, I would like to see equality. I think this bot was worth it.
Yeah, I think I don't like this slow approach.
It's a 14 damage board.
Yeah, like look what you're taking now by just not clearing. Like now you're still forced to do it and you just have the same board.
The difference is, I guess, RDU will have extra draw to get equality number 2. But I just don't think he would need an equality if he would have gone for Drake before.
Yeah, now he's...
He would have had this time anyway.
Is he going with Spiker's Teeth or with the heal here? Alright. Sure, don't mind this one.
Yeah. It's kind of an overkill if you think about it to play Drake. Because you only need 1 damage AoE.
Drake also being really good against Shaman's hero power in general, so you normally can clear a lot of totems away.
Oh, I think this Shaman will have no problems never pressing this hero power until the end of the game.
No. Oh man, if now are you seeing his Iron Beak? Oh
my god, it's all so good.
Oh, it's so strong. You cannot have enough devolve hexes and silence against current paladins.
Now the only question, how much do I actually play? He has to be... The OMPF has to be thinking of Sunkeeper Tarim, how not to give a good turn for RDU to play down. Because being a Shaman, you normally don't give a good Sunkeeper turn to Paladin anyway. You always have this cheap totems on board.
Yeah.
Why not?
RDU is running a little low on life.
There's the clear with Pyro if he wants to go for it. Actually, it's not a clear even. There'll be a 1 minion left. Maybe just a Drake.
Oh man, that looks so bad, the Drake.
The Drake looks bad, but
It's alright,
it
it's
will
alright,
set
yeah.
up the clear for next turn with
it's-
Pyro Consecration.
It sets at least something up where this, I feel, doesn't really set much up besides you heal, but take the damage regardless.
Yeah, RD doesn't find second equality. He needs to play it even slower.
Yeah,
It's not going anywhere.
I mean, I have to say, I think that it's really a matchup for the Shaman, but the slow approach,
Oh my god, Storm Guardian.
yeah, the slow approach I don't like. I think their cold maybe have been slight. I still think the odds were really slow if you cold played faster, but just taking so much damage over time.
And that's why I like more like Paladin, more like mid-range over Control Paladin just a bit better. They can afford to play a bit faster, and against deck like Jade Shaman they might have better shot.
Yeah. Again, you definitely have a better shot in that matchup.
There's still Volcano board clears and Devolve can hit really hard against Murlocs, but still
Well, they are
just better, just better.
They are running. They are also hitting really hard here. The devolves. Okay, well, board getting cleared here, but there is a lot what PF can still do. Second Pyromancer also now.
This Acolyte, I can feel his pain of not having pain.
Yeah. I live with this Acolyte. Like it's, but it really came all down to the decision of RDU. Just I think in the start he had in his mind, I'm gonna play it for the control. I'm not gonna draw. I'm gonna play for slow fatigue. Otherwise, it would have been played.
No, no, I don't think that was the case. I don't know what he was thinking. He probably wanted to get more cards from it again somehow. Like, it's not super easy to do. It had to be a board state where he can play Acolyte into without a board state having 3 or more attack, right? Then he can get more cards or play it with Pyromancer, maybe get some cards this way.
Yeah, but I really loved it at turn 5, turn 6. I think there was a great room when he was on the board to get more card or get his things going and maybe being able to...
Yeah, as you can see, you can't outvalue the Shaman.
No, this Shaman deck is after the Jade Druid or...
And if you can't outvalue Shaman, you have to play Acolyte early,
Yeah.
because otherwise it will take your mana from you. Play it whenever you can. Second Spirit Echo could have been better.
Yeah, it's kind of still
Yeah,
alright.
I don't see a reason just not to set up the board and then set a better board than Echo. You could really do it.
I think here didn't necessarily have to get played either.
Ooh, actually there's no good answer against this.
No, well,
Wow, it's so awkward.
I'm looking at Volcano if it's like...
Well, cannot remove Divine Shield. It might even kill your 5/5.
Yeah. But this way it dies too. Like other plays are... I mean, you can attack, trade, also Harrison. I mean, you are at 10 lives. It's not so safe.
I don't know how many cards OMPF has left.
Looks-
He's definitely will be taking fatigue damage first.
Yeah, but with all the clears being gone and also still in the deck the Aya and more value, like there's no clears anymore. Might be able to pick up a response here, but
I think if you go for Harrison, you go for Volcano too.
okay, well, Devolve being picked up here seems like a great tool.
Wow, so lucky with this 2-1. Will definitely matter.
Oh man, you can buff and silver hand recruit, you know. Yeah, I like the line here though from PF going for the Harrison. I think this now twice the Pyromancer. Yeah, there might be an equality, but he is still having a lot of value left in the hand and in the deck.
It has to be quality very soon, and even then, there's an Aya waiting.
Yeah, it's really... Wow, Curator, 4/6 taunts, great.
I know how it feels.
I think we all know a little bit how it feels from time to time.
Whenever I play Curator, I always get something I will draw anyway from the top.
It's the worst feeling, man, drawing the Drake right before it turns 7 or something, once you're really wanting to go for the Curator.
Same with patches too.
Yeah.
You like...
It is literally a
I will not play
patches.
Pirate just because I don't want to draw patches. I will not do it, and then you draw it. Like, you're always getting punished for not just going for such cards.
Yeah,
It's always
and-
next card in your deck.
Well, this is always the best play also to play around equality things. Playing the Aya. Always saving a Jade.
I think at this stage, OMPF can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I have the feeling too. I think it got a little out of control. When the Shaman is on board, the echoes are also only becoming better.
His hand is full of reach, but he will also get this 10-10.
Yeah, he will get the 10-10. But not needed yet when he can still be on the board. And Tyrem,
I don't like healing the 10-3, so...
because of equality clear, right? And maybe
Yeah.
that you get
The way,
burned
like,
down.
maybe in some world, some universe, the way he loses, it's just some sort of phase damage.
Yeah, like an equality with a Contour and Drake, and then a True Silver in the face actually already gets really close.
I would have liked to see no Acolyte play again, just develop the True Silver. Because Shaman is a 10. If he somehow finds equality, and if Shaman has no taunts, and the next card after that is Consecration, he could have gone face for
Yeah.
10 damage.
Only problem is a 10-10 will go again on the board with that might block it here.
Yeah, but if it goes right now
Yeah.
on the board, it will die to equality.
Then it will die to equality. Oh, well. We haven't seen a single volcano in the game, but there is the first one.
Aha!
Okay, well, equality being drawn, but little too late.
Acolyte and his endless quest for pain. We'll find some pain right now. Or will he? It might be just conceit.
Should I?
Ah, doesn't draw first. Order!
Well, that Nazot, without the Torrent being drawn and with Tyrion being devolved. Well, there was actually a second Tyrion picked up that gets traded away, so it actually gets a Tyrion.
Yeah,
But,
and dies. After.
yeah, another one. And yeah, it is just the issue. We have been seeing this matchup a lot, and Paladin doing quite alright in the tournament, but not against Jade Shaman. Yeah, it just gets straight away, and
Kind of
on
creepy.
board already dead. And well, PF striking back in the series, taking the game here, making it close with 3-2. Really, really long series. Definitely this game always a long one. And well, now the question is, PF having 2 decks left, but how do you think he can do it? Like, he also has Taunt Warrior left against Paladin. Yeah, and also now I think RDU is taking a little short break. When the long series are going, sometimes a little needed. And yeah, it's getting a little close series here. Now with PF making it to the 3-2, maybe there are ways to do it for him.
RDU needs to get some rest, I suppose. I can understand it. It's my first match I'm casting. How are you actually doing, Thijs? Like, you've been casting so much today.
I have been casting today for like, yeah, now 8-10 hours almost, and also the last 2 days doing a lot, and it's a little bit new, I have to say, but I kind of like it. Just doing it from another perspective, and hey, we know a lot about Hearthstone, right? Don't we?
Yeah, maybe it will help you in tournaments after.
Yeah.
Knowing how it works for casters.
Okay, you think so? Yeah, might be. I mean, I wanted to play here. I was a little sad when I went for 5-2 in the group, and I had the tiebreaker that wrecked me. But yeah, still being at least here again with StarLadder.
Yeah, I wasn't too sad when I lost because you can high roll every time, and going to Shanghai for prelims for me, it's just better, I suppose, than just making it to the
Yeah.
StarLadder finals
It's
or
great.
the StarLadder in general playoffs.
It's great to see now that you are going to Shanghai. Also, Nerea and RDU are going. They're both here, and they both made it to Shanghai, and they both made it into the top 4 here. That's actually pretty nice to see so much consistent results.
Of course, they are kind of good top players. They are well known and they have their fame, their achievements behind them. It's not a secret.
Are you excited though for Shanghai?
I just been here. I just been there in Shanghai like just a month ago and go there again. Kind of a roller for me, low role for me to not like qualify for first one. It was in Bahamas, but I suppose I just don't go there
Yeah.
for fun, right?
I think Bahamas was yeah, Bahamas is a little different than Shanghai, but I think you have a good shot. I think you have definitely a great shot there. I hope you're gonna do it
Tell
well
me,
for
guys, how was it there? Was it warm?
in
at
Bahamas.
Bahamas?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Was the water nice?
Quite some, quite some. Yeah, it was definitely funny to have him there at the Bahamas too. And yeah, well, now also here in the series, do you think these kind of control lineups, like we have been seeing it so much, like here, it's so strange. The qualifier, so many people were playing like the more aggressive lineups, and now people going so for the control lineups.
Yeah, as I said, it has a lot to do with Aggro Shaman being there.
Yeah, Aggro Shaman, it has been rising a lot in popularity. We see a lot of people bringing Aggro Shaman, but it has great tools to deal with Aggro Druid. It has great tools to deal with the more Murloc Paladin. It is alright against Pirate Warrior.
And more importantly, if you decide to replace a rogue with it, like the whole plan of targeting Quest Dog just falls apart.
Yeah, it definitely is. And also with the Bloodlust, the Medivh Mage is having a big issue too against Shamans, because they have no freeze mechanic, and having to fully clear the board every time can sometimes become
I think Mage is
problematic.
quite okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
And
And
early game, 1-3, 1-drop, 2-drop, like if you get one of them, you're super good.
okay, and PF is going here for the Warrior first against the Control Paladin from RDU, and PF not running the War X in his Warrior, and running additional taunts. So all the taunts that you have seen being around, he's even running an additional extra ones.
Snap plays the Doomsayer. He doesn't want it to be pulled out, apparently.
We have seen it from the other eye's perspective, but it's quite an early. Come on, let's play one time the Acolyte on curve. Can we please
Yes,
do it?
it should be
Come
Acolyte.
on.
Yes.
Yeah. Let the pain
no
speak
way.
to me.
No way he doesn't do it now.
So the warrior that PF is running a lot of additional draws. So where he doesn't run the Warwicks, running a Battle Rage, running all the possible towns with the Tar Creepers, the Dirty Rats, and
Oh, trust me, this warrior is insane against control. I know how it works for me. My variation doesn't have any Dirty Rats in there, and I just have Fireworks, and like I don't have rats in there too. But this list, if you don't have Fireworks, like you don't need it right now, right? What do you need it for? You want to kill Acolyte? Not really. Like, look how poorly he drew anyway. He didn't have an axe, he didn't have anything. And still, his hand is just looking like it does nothing, right? He doesn't complete the quest. If instead of Rat he had Fireworks, it would have been even worse. Since Rat counts towards the quest, and he can expect it to be done like reasonably quickly, at least.
really slow hand though here for the warrior. Would like to play a little bit more earlier taunts on curve or just to start the quest going, but are you being the one connecting instead on an Acolyte? No, he's connecting it. I was thinking of going for the Acolyte here.
I think it's totally fine to not do it on Acolyte. Because if you buff the Acolyte, it's just super vulnerable to execute. And Acolyte
Okay,
being
that's
1-3, you still can get 2 cards from it very easily. Warrior has a lot of 2-attack creatures.
Yeah, it's a big response with an execute, but denying the draw is also really important. And wow, PF just having a super slow hand.
It's very unlikely to have such types of hand for a Taunt Warrior when you just have no taunts to play at all, especially for a deck without Fireworks.
Yeah, especially like him not running War Eggs, running additional slams to have even more card draw in the deck. Such a slow hand here. Gonna be super difficult for him. And yeah, the Paladin likes to deal some early damage. Some early damage definitely also really mattering here for RDU.
Actually, if OMPF decides to go for Brawl now, RDU will end up being with 0 minions in hand.
Yeah, and actually it's a great response too to Acolyte, the Brawl. So RDU not being able to draw from the Acolyte if it doesn't survive.
It's kind of weird that I thought the pain feels no pain when he dies from the Brawl.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit the series for the Acolyte. RDU not wanting to play it earlier, and here not getting any draw going either.
Funny enough, when you play Shadow Pain on Acolyte, he doesn't feel pain either.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, there we go. The Stonehill Defender being drawn. Great pickup for PF because it will, besides playing one taunt, getting another taunt going.
Very much needed pickup.
Oh, okay, going there for Tower Lord. Do you like that, Tower Lord against Paladin?
Yes, OMPF hand is very cheap and inefficient. Like, he needs something to play to stall to get more taunts. Tower Lord is immune to Aldor if he gets second one, I suppose. But so much time, it's definitely the choice there, I think.
Alright, so RDU kind of looking to put as much damage as he can, also a little bit in the pressure. So if PF won't consider any time going for the quest, or he might have a little life problem.
A little life problem. Curator is awesome for the refill. You can actually set up a nice spike getaway code if he wants to, but it's just kind of awkward. He needs to sacrifice everything and play nothing in order to do so. I don't like it too much, I don't think.
Maybe attacking with the Tyrion is kind of... Ooh, goes for double cons here. That's really aggressive, but I kind of can see it. I want to be as aggressive as I can sometimes as a control villain against the quest warrior. So he's not really able to go even into the quest because so low on life.
Yeah, I can see this line if you are really scared of second brawl, but the problem is the Primordial Drake hits him so hard now. And you will get out or you will not get Tyrion if it happens.
That's really, that can be actually real. I think PF is definitely looking forward to let the secret pop on the Elder, because even a Redemption and Getaway Coda, they are both really painful if it gets on the Tyrion. Yeah, maybe Curator seems for me alright here.
Yeah, sure. Planet Curve seems good.
Starting here though with Sleep with the Fishes, now sees that it is an Getaway Coda.
So Sleep is more like preemptive play there. You might be confused why did it happen just on a 3-2. He just wants to deny the situation where the only minion on the board is Tyrion and he can't deal with it anyhow. Which might have been like, what was played actually? Was Alder played first or was Tyrion played first?
Probably been Elder, I think.
I mean, if Alder was played first, it was fine to leave it up. Because whether Fishes happen or Primordial Drake,
Yeah.
anything like that, it's still Alder who will die first. What a great pickup. Whips Protector.
Wow. Tyrion getting his Divine Shield just back there, and so much value just that RDU's creating onto the Harrison. Can be great for the weapon of Tyrion. Yeah, going for the Wind Execute here together with the Harrison.
Very much needed cards there.
Yeah, and also just not letting the Tyrion draw or deal the damage from the weapon is so big. Might look for a little Execute there, not too bad.
Harrison Jones is such a powerful card in this tournament.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
also
also very popular.
it's also so good against Mage now, or like, so can just win against the Medivh Mages. Also, one of those cards that has been really strong, and that Soleil actually playing, is the Black Knight. The Black Knight, like every deck is playing Stonehill Defender, Fink from Belows, Druid plays every deck, so many Primordial Drakes around.
It's only a deck which isn't affected by Black Knight too much is a Mage, I suppose. if you're thinking about control lineups.
Yeah.
But there can be still random taunt from Violence Portal, I suppose.
Yeah. And just also Paladins with their Tyrions, Tarims, and Steeds. Every deck is running a lot of taunts, guys, in the tournament here.
Yeah, I remember back in days, Black Knight was really popular. Before Nexoramos, everyone was playing Ancient of War.
Ancient of War meta.
It felt so bad. You just play it and you close your eyes and it happens.
Yeah, at that time her combo druid was just so strong, but it really seems to go the right way for RDU, I feel. If Nazad gets popped out though, that means no Tyrion. Oh wow, what a disappointment.
That's second best after Drake, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
think, would you like Drake to be pulled out here?
I don't mind it too much either. I won't mind it too much. So expensive and so bad against Warrior.
Yeah, you always want to go for Nazaz and then Drake will be kind of awkward to
A
play.
little bit early, and again the Elder is surviving it. But the big problem is gonna be here Nazad. Now PF not having any ability anymore to go into the Warrior hero power, and can be really problematic with Harrison being gone and Tyrion that is gonna deal damage.
RDU will have so much damage from this
Yeah.
weapon.
This is really on the Zod where what is the reason that it is in RDU's deck? He's only running Tyrion and one of the Torrents, but just reviving Tyrion. We already play Tyrion for 8 mana. We are really happy with that.
Very good against Warrior, very bad against Shaman.
So wow, where it didn't pay off for him against the Shaman, now the Zod really paying off against the Warrior from PF. And
Mila, do you actually take it now?
yeah, well, I mean, there are defensive plays possible here for PF, but over time there is just 15 damage from an Ashbringer that PF cannot do anything about anymore with the Harrison being gone.
There's a Sunkeeper.
Yeah, we see that the
If
Sunkeeper
Ragnar
is
goes
there.
face, is it just lethal?
Well, hitting the minion here now. With the Terim, you're able to connect 5 to the face. So that doesn't do it here yet. No direct lethal for RDU. But it's getting really close, and just 15 damage being added to RDU. Ooh.
I don't think it does it yet still.
Oh.
Equality would have done it if Rakshad would have went face.
Yeah, Equality would also do it if it will be been in consecration with it. Then he just needs both. He needs the minion and weapon to connect to the face, but not able to pass the Drake yet. Still in a great spot, I have to say, with having.
I think you just press the
50
button on this
damage.
Thorim.
Yeah,
I think you even use the weapon.
I like Terim a lot.
Because if you, as long as you connect for 5, you can always equality clear his Drake after.
Yeah.
And there's no armor gain left.
And the only armor gain is an armor smith, and if it's a great counter equality Drake to an armor smith. So I would like to just see the trade with the Nazad here and heal the 5 in the face. Next turn, another 5 that goes into the face. I want to see the minion trade here. I don't want to see the weapon trade.
RDU sees the line,
Yeah, and now just
goes north.
well, with the equality Drake, RDU just knows that with the Ashbringer equipped, that's just gonna be lethal so often if there's no additional life gain for PF. Just a normal armor smith kinda has to do something here, but not in the hand.
Yeah, I don't think RDU will go for Kajur there, trying to find armor smith. Because
Oh.
even if he does find one, he needs to play a taunt.
Yeah. Well,
There's just not enough mana.
Taunty definitely wants to play, but it's a little bit like he can go with the double 5 drops is maybe from his perspective a way to do it. Going for the wreck shot, hitting there the Theron. Well, I think he is going for the Stonehill Defender into 5. Into either the Ellie Armor Smith or the Dire Horn. But it all just doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Daikhorn plays around code a bit better, but I suppose it doesn't matter here.
It doesn't matter here, and we saw it already coming. The equality Primal Drake here, and now RDU, after getting a little comeback from BF there, he's getting the Paladin out and he's taking the series. 4-2 victory for RDU, going to the finals.
Yeah, well played. Maybe some plays weren't so clear, but overall, very well played by both players.
Yeah, I have to say, like, PF has been really showing strong performance, and now RDU picking up the series here, going to the finals against Saleh. Wow. Well, have been casting a lot here today, but now also RDU, everybody been playing already all day, and RDU just making it. Especially the Taunt Warrior victory was so important in the series. Taunt Warrior getting out there, that 50-50. Do you remember with the Taunt Warrior?
So yeah, RDU will be joining Zalay at finals.
Yeah, and that will be happening soon in just a little moment. I mean, he has just been playing for 2 hours and will take it over after a short break. And Saleh doing really well this World Tournament already.
Really no rest for the players.
No, not for the casters, for the players. But hey, we have Colento here also joining the casting desk a little bit.
Yeah.
Two. All right. Yeah. So I think RDU is now going. We are going for a short break now, and yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the cast here from Colento, and going for a short break, and then going back with the final. So stay tuned with RDU against Zaleh.